There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. We are here for a Saturday night clash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. It's the Hawks and the Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a separation game. We are right in this conference championship race, but today is the day we show we're the better team. He wants to use that home field advantage, make sure the crowd is up, on their feet, and loud. But he says, guys, we've got to give them something to cheer about early to start the game so we can use that home field advantage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Isaac. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the ground. He's got it again. There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gonna run it. It's Isaac. Past the 30. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1.
Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. We are here for a Saturday night clash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. It's the Hawks and the Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Hawks head coach. One of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Straight ahead, it's Isaac. Defense all over him.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Just feeds the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He's changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Left side, it's Odom. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Isaac. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Number 96, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexis. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Isaac. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Out wide left, it's Isaac. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Second and long here. On the option. The pitch. Makes a man miss.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coaches talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Ready, go! Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Snapped it in the shotgun. Moving out to the right. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Hits the hole. It's McClure. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's McClure. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Hits inside. It's Isaac. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Caught, it's Rodgers. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Finds a crease. It's Isaac. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Van Buren. Setting up the screen. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Rolls right. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Right back to it. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Hawks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there. Quarterback, they're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here comes the heat. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quick give. It's Isaac. Got the first down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 5 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Bulldogs sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. That victory closes the book on a 4-8 regular season, disappointing by any team standards.
Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Bush is ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Hunt is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Odom. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Isaac.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it. Quick toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
To the air, it's Van Buren. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, 1st down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Offense in a bunch formation. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down, going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Let it go.
Grab behind the line. It's Selden. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Wants to go up top on second down. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab down the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you've put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The play fake. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Using his legs, it's Isaac. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it?
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? The Tigers have it with a 1st and goal.
Ready. Where did he go?
Running inside, it's Isaac. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. 5 defensive backs on the field as they desperately try to keep them out of the end zone late. Looking for the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space.
Back 18.
Looking for room, it's McClure. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it down the right side. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. Drops back on first down. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Lewis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. He wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them that they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.